When building a successful bookkeeping, accounting, and tax business, there are three things that you need to be focusing on to ensure your success. They make up what's called the universal business model. We refer to it as mapping the business. It's first of all starting with M. M represents marketing and sales, what it is you're doing to ensure that you're generating the revenue, getting the clients you deserve. The A represents the accounting services you're choosing to provide to ensure that you're taking care of your clients, giving them quality services so that you're in fact taking care of their needs. The third is P. Production is essentially what you're doing to work efficiently and profitably, making sure that you're getting paid what you're worth. It's here that we want to talk about you, your quality of life, what it is you can do to ensure that you're actually getting paid what you're worth and having the time you deserve to enjoy life. So the first thing I want to focus on is clearly trusting the process. Trusting the process basically gives you the confidence to know that there's a turnkey system that you can follow to ensure you're offering quality services and getting paid what you're worth. It's in this that we talk about you're becoming an accountrepreneur. An accountrepreneur is recognizing that first and foremost, you are an accountant. These are the services that you provide. This is your expertise. But it's also followed by the fact that it is you that is an entrepreneur, and you need to actually embrace the fact that you're a business owner, and you need to have that entrepreneur mindset. Now, while we're doing this, I want you to realize that all of this is done with the intent of building a business that is a living, breathing entity that is self-sustaining, so as to allow you to not be involved with the day-to-day applications of the business. Why? Because we want to ensure that you're building a business that you can ultimately walk away from proud of what you've created and get paid in that exit. As I go through all of this, one of the things that I want to stress is that this is in fact a turnkey process. So let's begin with a few things that I feel you should know and understand about this. First of all, there are three stages. You're going to begin in a job state. That is to say that even though you're the business owner, you are part of the day-to-day operations of the business. You're opening the door, you're doing the work, and you're closing the door. Why? Because if you don't do it, it doesn't get done. And it's in this job state that even though you're the business owner, everything is reliant upon you. What we ultimately want to do is move you into a place of lifestyle where you're able to hire some key employees, implement some proven processes, have some standard operating procedures to ensure the quality of the work, and in doing so, reap the benefits of running the business. Why? Because that lifestyle affords you to get paid more than you would if you worked for someone else, gives you some flexibilities, gives you some liberties that you wouldn't otherwise enjoy. But that's not where we want to end. Ultimately, what we want to do is move towards you're actually being the owner. The owner is that of more of an investor. They're the one with the vision, the direction, and as such, you're no longer involved in the day-to-day operations of the business. You now have key employees, perhaps even managers, to ensure that the work is being done properly and the clients are being taken care of. This all moves me to basically the process of what it is you can do to ensure your success and build the business you can be proud of. And it consists of three key things. The first is clearly the client list. It's the customers you're working for, and there's a way to define the value of that list. The second thing is you're actually working to build key employees. Basically, individuals that are reliable, that are loyal to the business, and most importantly, that are part of the key processes that are going on in the company. And the last is then the processes themselves, what you've actually created to ensure the quality of work and that your clients are being taken care of. That there defines the three essential elements of any successful business and determines its worth. Now, with that in mind, what I'd like to actually go over are some of the drivers, the key drivers that affect or determine the valuation of the business, that remove any of the risks and actually increase the worth of the company. I want you to think of it this way. Imagine your business like your home. There are certain things that you can do in remodeling and doing as additions to actually increase the worth of the house. You can stage the home by remodeling the kitchen, remodeling the master bathroom. All of these things are meant to actually increase and modernize what it is that's going on in the household. You can put on a deck, a pool, you can do the landscaping, each of which increases the value of the home. Well, let's do the same with the business. Let's put in place key employees, processes, systems, customers to actually increase the worth of the business. And here's how that might look. First of all, we're going to focus on financial performance. What are we doing with regards to cash flow? What's your net revenue? What's your net income? What's going on with the company on a year-by-year basis that determines essentially what's happening in the business? How well is it being tracked and recorded? Are your accounting numbers being done? The next happens to be growth performance. What are the services that you've chosen to actually implement in your business? We refer to it as geometric growth. It's identifying the client needs that exist and actually providing the quality services that you should, going from bookkeeping to accounting, tax planning to preparation, going from CFO to advisory services. And it's in this that you take care of the entire needs of the client as it relates to the accounting model. Followed by this, we want to actually focus on the sales process that you use. Here we actually focus on a principle called cut to the chase. It's a 6-step process that actually enables you to be more confident in your abilities to close the sales and get the engagements that you deserve. The next happens to be the Switzerland structure. This is basically identifying whether or not your company is reliant upon any key employee, one person that's essential for everything. Maybe we need to be doing more cross-training. It's looking at whether or not you have a key client or customer that you're working with that makes up the lion's share of the revenue, and we need to diversify that and extend and do more work with additional customers and clients. Or perhaps it's a key vendor. We need to look at what we can do to actually limit our liability as it relates to certain systems or processes that we're doing that are outside of our control. This Switzerland structure actually is something that gives us the peace of mind knowing that our business is a viable, diversified business model. From that, we also go to the valuation. The valuation is dependent upon the cash flow needed to run the business. When you have actually a subscription model or something that ensures you have regular payments coming in, your stress and anxiety as to whether or not you can make payroll really diminishes. And what we want to do is focus on your cash flow model to ensure that that pipeline of cash is consistent and regularly flowing. From here, we want to focus on what is referred to as the hierarchy of recurring revenue. And it is that subscription model. It's having not customers that you're working with on sporadic basis or maybe annual basis. You're working with clients that have an engagement with you that you're doing on a monthly or quarterly basis. These are clients that you consistently are working with and have an agreement, a contract with you from which you're able to get recurring revenue consistently. Now, we go to the monopoly control. Monopoly is basically ensuring that you have a presence in a particular niche or market that ensures your success. It's not that you're just a general accounting service. You are the expert. You specifically identify your services as they relate to certain industries or niches. It's here that you really position yourself to not only offer quality services, but also get paid very well for what it is you're performing. The next is customer score. It's here where we look at what's called your net promoter score, as well as your social proof. It's what kind of referrals are you generating? How loyal are the customers to you as you're providing quality services? Are they going to be retained if you were to step away from the day-to-day operations in the business, or perhaps even from the business entirely? This is very important because these customers love and appreciate and value the services your business is providing and what it is you do for them on a regular basis. The next happens to be hub and spoke. It's the company's reliance on you in the day-to-day operations of the business. Are you that center of the wheel wherein everything flows through you and is needing your approval and permission? Or have you delegated with the trust that you have to the appropriate individuals and employees the various decisions that need to be made in the company? If you've done that, you've removed yourself from the day-to-day operations of the business so that the company is no longer reliant explicitly on you. The next happens to be essentially what you can do to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself with Universal. It's leveraging the coaching, support, and services that we provide, enabling you to confidently go out there and offer these services, understanding that you're not alone, that you have the resources that Universal offers to ensure that you're offering these quality services and getting the questions that you need for your clients taken care of. The next thing that I'd like to introduce you to then is this whole idea of the Universal business model, mapping your business and ensuring you're offering these quality services, taking care of your clients, and ultimately getting paid what you're worth. All of this is based upon various principles that we teach here at Universal that begin first of all with the Universal turnaround model. It's a step-by-step process to ensure that you're renovating your business model to be the most efficient and profitable that it can be. It's a way of ensuring that you're focused on revenue generation, cutting or improving your expenses, and ultimately keeping the money that you deserve. Now, with that, we also focus on what is called the STAR program. It's building a culture of accountability. It's basically ensuring that every individual, department and the company have KPIs, key performance indicators, that identify what's happening in the business and whether or not you can ensure success. It eliminates the surprises that oftentimes come up in business because you're able to see with leading indicators what the lagging indicators will be saying. The next happens to be what it is we refer to as in the black. It's implementing the strategies of in the black to ensure that you're addressing the short-term, mid-term, and long-term needs of your business. All of this helps you then focus on what it is you need to be doing to build the premier accounting firm in your area. I invite you to check out more of the various resources and tools that are available to you with Universal Accounting Center to ensure that you're in business for yourself but not by yourself. Why? Because accounting success is universal. Take care, and I wish you the best of success, and we look forward to working with you.